Alrighty, what's up, Archfiends of Chaos? Your King and I, Vincent Valentine EX Turk, with the Chancellor of Niflheim himself, the leader of the the leader of the Star Scourge, the darkness himself, the evil of all the worlds, Ardyn, Lucis, Cealum, and his superpowers. Now, as you see in this clip, he can one of his augmented superpowers, because he has orb bright powers, he can actually change into other people. He can actually turn into other people and trick you. So that's one of his superpowers right there, is he can trick you. You know, as he did with Regis and Prompto, that's one of his superpowers. Hence why Noctis was actually fighting Prompto, thinking it was Ardyn. Ardyn is the most twisted son of a bitch in all of Final Fantasy, because he used that power a lot. His power of his lust for his grudge is what keeps him going, just like what Gladiolus says. Also, one of his other hidden superpowers too, he can actually use part of the Scourge darkened magic to actually knock your party members out for how long he ever wants to keep it up. Pretty much that's how he was able to isolate Noctis for the final battle, and to force Noctis to fight him one-on-one, as you see right there. Not only that, Ardyn has power of the Star Scourge and command of all the demons of the Star Scourge, since he is the Star Scourge as well, which makes him extremely overpowered. I mean, so I guess this guy's really Satan, pretty much. So he's pretty much the devil, pretty much. Which we already know, considering how far Ardyn went. Which exactly why I think there's biblical mythology in Final Fantasy games. Considering, you know, Lucifer was jealous of God and wanted to have the power, thus that's why all the problems we have. Ardyn's the same way. Ardyn wanted to have the power of his brother, but because his brother was pure of heart, body, and soul, and Ardyn wasn't, Ardyn didn't get chosen, thus, you know, joined Ifrit, expand the Star Scourge, controlled the Niflheim Empire, killed Astrals, and killed Lucis Cealum kings all through history. Now, Ardyn has also the ability to come back through history, because the other secret superpower that Ardyn has is his immortality. His accursed immortality. As long as the Ring of Lucis stays intact, and the only way the Ring of Lucis stays intact is if there's a Lucis Cealum king present. Pretty much all Lucis Cealum kings have to die in order to take out Ardyn for good. Each time a Lucis Cealum king or queen has erased Ardyn from history, he's always was able to materialize, even stronger. Which this is exactly where could be exactly where the red royal arms come from. The unpure, untainted, scourged royal arms come from. Now remember, Ardyn does not have the ascended king power, but he still has Ardyn still has his still has his king's power. You know, the king's power he has. He still has the, you know, his regular king's power when he was still Lucis Cealum king. You know, but since he's mixed with the Scourge, he has the much darker, evil version of the Royal Arm's power. Hence why his Royal Arm power is Scarlet Red, which is more fiercer and darker, as you know, because the blue means light, and the red means darkness. So pretty much, you know, it's more like it's kind of a Star Wars logic, and this is where I think they took that from, because blue is a good color and red's an evil color, you know. But the red of the Royal Arm power is a lot much more fiercer than the blue one, because the intention of the red Royal Arms is to kill, not as the blue ones are meant to purify. That's why only Kings of Light has blue royal arms. Even King Regis himself had the blue royal arm aura, as Ardyn has the red one because Ardyn is nothing but pure evil. So, yes, Ardyn really does not actually have a physical body, which is another thing there. His body is created by the darkness of the Scourge, which is very scary, but you understand, because when Prompto, Ignis, and Gladiolus swung and swung the swords and shot him a bunch of times, he came back and you saw like a demon face like that, and he picked up his fedora and put it back on like it was nothing. So Ardyn's immortality comes from the Star Scourge itself. Hence why, okay, not to mention that with the King's power and Orb Bright transformation stuff, Ardyn also what used to be the healer of worlds, meaning that he used to have Luna Freya's job as I forget what it's called, as the Oracle. So Ardyn can also use summons. When he locked Noctis in the crystal, he was able to recover one royal arm, and that one royal arm was the Trident. And with that Trident, he brought Ardyn back. Ifrit back. Sorry, he brought Ifrit back, and with that, he has the power to control astrals as well. At least only Ifrit. The other astrals would never obey Ardyn, considering Ardyn is pretty much in cahoots with Ifrit the whole time as well. So, he was able to also bring back Ifrit. And multiply this, and because of that, though, he was able to multiply the Star Scourge worldwide. That's why in that world everything's dark. There is no daytime until Ardyn is defeated and the Scourge is finally gone. So, with all of that, yes, Ardyn is very powerful. OP if you could. If it wasn't for Noctis' boost with Bahamut, I'm pretty sure Noctis would have lost against Ardyn 10 times over. On the fact, this character's undying, and he's been around for 3,000 years. So he's pretty much learned a whole lot of stuff as well. Being the Chancellor of Niflheim, he's also the one who defeated Idolus, which you see right in there as well. But Ardyn's powers should never be taken lightly. Hence why King Regis knew also about him, because not only he's the Imperial Chancellor of Niflheim, but pretty much he's on everybody's list. Every other Lucis Cealum king has told the previous ones, and that's how come King Regis knew about Ardyn, because Ardyn is actually even more of a threat than Idolus was. Like, everyone's scared of Ardyn more than Idolus, which makes a lot of sense. Man, this is the Star Scourge. This man himself is the Star Scourge. He's the disease of the world, pretty much. And the only way to take him out is if all Lucis Cealum are gone. That way the ring cannot spawn, because his other power is part of his soul is inside the ring of Lucii, and that's why he keeps coming back. And that's why he says that one line, "What are you gonna do, Noctis? You gonna erase me from history once more?" Because Noctis knows he'll come back if Noctis lives, and that's why he told King Regis through the crystal that he's only looking forward to one life to end this eternal misery that Ardyn has. And Noctis did end it, but at the cost of his own life, because the Ring of Lucii. So that's pretty much, yeah, it's self-explanatory. He also has the power to put things in objects, but that's because Ardyn is the one who crafted the Ring of Lucii in the first place. Thus tricking Lucis Cealum kings to think that it's a good item, considering it was made by the crystal. But Ardyn put some of his essence inside that artifact, and just like with Verstel's plasmatic transfer to Magitech, Ardyn has transferred a piece of his spirit inside the Ring of Lucii, and that's why the Ring of Lucii is actually a bad item and not a good item, tricking the Lucius kind of kings to think it was actually an item for good. They preserve the Ring of Lucii, not realizing that the reason why Ardyn keeps coming back and the problems keep occurring is because the Ring of Lucii is actually cursed, because it's made by the man who actually betrayed the Lucis Cealum lineage in the first place. So, pretty much, yeah. There's a good reason why Ardyn is pretty much feared through the land. You know, even though he comes off as more with charisma and gentlemanly like, he's on everybody's list. Ardyn is on everybody's list. Like, this is the dude from the Niflheim Empire you should be worried about. That you should be afraid of. Considering he's the one who manipulates the Emperor to do things for him. He manipulated the whole entire Niflheim military. And he's done this for 3,000 years. 3,000 years doing this. So this guy has the most abilities of the Niflheim Empire, being the previous Lucis Cealum king, being partial blood to the Orbanbrei clan. He was also an oracle at one time, and he's in cahoots with Ifrit, and then his eternal immortality and the Dark Royal Arm ability as well. This man is someone I could see why Lucis is afraid of, because this man thought about everything, and this man has the most abilities out of all of Niflheim Empire. That's why I wanted to save him for this kind of video right here, because yeah, and pretty much those are the superpowers, hidden superpowers of Ardyn Lucis Cealum. And like, subscribe, share, and may the crystal be with you.